Hey guys, in today's video, I have a lot of tips and valuable information to improve as a duo so you can dominate duo arena and maybe even duo tournaments like the Cash Cup. Timestamps will be linked below. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing and join my Discord. Link will be in bio, but enough talking, let's get right into it. So the first thing I'll be talking about are duo roles. Each one of you has to know their own strength and their weaknesses. You also have to determine your duo strength and weaknesses so you guys can develop chemistry and know each other's playstyle. That is very important. Knowing how your duo likes to play is crucial. If your duo is a mechanical god and he's very good at fighting, let's say, then you need to pick up that pace so you can make plays together. To make this easier, there are specific roles made for teams in order to improve chemistry. You have the IGL, which is in-game leader, the support, and the fragger. The fragger is essentially the better fighter. He will take 50-50s to get the upper hand, and he'll be the most aggressive player but not dumb. The fragger will usually carry the OP weapon since he's the best mechanically. The IGL is the one with the best game sense. This player will call out the drop spots, call out your next play, fight or disengage, rotations, and all that brain requiring stuff. The support is the one who will carry extra heals, basically triple heals, then 1 AR and a shotgun, or this case, since the meta is all about spraying, the SMG. Since this is duos, you must pick two of these roles, and I recommend the fragger and the IGL, but you don't have to follow your role exactly how I mentioned it. If the fragger has a play in mind, he should feel free to suggest it or call out something maybe the IGL didn't notice. So that is the first step. You need to know each other's playstyle and have a role that you both are comfortable with. Secondly is communication. This is so key for winning games and more fights. Your duo should be calling out everything he is doing. Is he pushing, disengaging, healing, getting high ground, going to loot, and if he is, where exactly is he heading? What play is he trying to do? Literally everything. He should be calling out everything, and same goes to you. Your teammate can't read your mind. Duo tricks are important knowledge to have as well. If you ever watch pros or have watched them before, you will see that they do some coordinated fighting moves to end the fight quickly. One example is when one of you has their wall pre-edited and the other is trying to break while the other holds. Once you guys get the wall, it will already be edited, making it great to catch your opponent off guard. Another good trick that is similar to the first one is when you're pushing a team and let's say you're trying to take their wall. If they're building in wood, build in brick. Never build with the same material unless you're forced to. If you're trying to take someone's wall, have your teammate hold the wall with the opposite material while you spam with an SMG. And the second you see the other material being placed, you will know that you guys have the wall and will be able to quickly edit in and catch your opponent off guard. Now let's move into core elements. Early game, mid game, and end game. Starting off with the early game, you and your duo should have a consistent drop spot or path that you both have mastered. Call out where you are landing, where the other opponents are landing, so you have as much information as possible to start the game. Do not drop too far from each other. Make sure your teammate is close enough in case you suddenly get pushed and need help. At this point, you are just trying to loot and survive. You might get into some early fights, but always make sure to come with your teammate so you can win and get a good start. During mid game, this is the part where the roles I mentioned earlier start to take action. I hate mid game because of one thing. Third parties are so common around the mid game. Whenever you find yourself in a fight at this stage, you need to look to end the fight quickly by controlling the fight and trying to piece control your opponent. Obviously, that's easier said than done, but if you can't, then you need to try and disengage. In arena, especially in arena and tournaments, you'll be third partied in grief. So remember the rules, call out if you should box fight or take high ground, call out the rotates, and come to each other well during these fights because that could be the winning or losing factor. End game, specifically speaking about tournaments, that is where you really need to be talking to each other the most. It's important to talk to each other the whole time, but in the end game, you guys have to be on top of each other. When you are rotating, you guys can be one level below or higher. You need to be on the same level, tunneling to zone, always coming to your teammate about your mats so you both know if you need refreshes. Endgame is so situational. It depends on so many factors like players, mats, loot, and even the area you're in. In chapter 3, both of you need to have the web mythic because that will be your key to conserving materials and always staying ahead. Whenever you're in zone, look behind you to catch people who are shambles on low ground. It's honestly free kills. At some point, one of you will need to try and get high ground if possible. Getting high ground in endgame is crucial to win. You have so much mats and you have full view on everyone. I'm being serious when I say this. Height gives you like an 80% chance of winning. Just height alone. When you're on height, you only have to focus on people below you, not to your left, right, above, and below. Only try to get it if you guys have enough mats. Awareness is key as well. Try and look at the people on height. Are they building out of wood? Can you easily shoot them out? Are they paying attention to where you are? Do you think you can catch them off guard? Don't just go and start cranking 90s. That will not do you very good. Now, before I end the video, I do have some bonus tips that will definitely help you guys out. Always keep the positive vibes. Never go negative. Never start yelling at your teammate or give up in these games. The vibe, the atmosphere between the two of you needs to be good. You guys have to be confident together, but most importantly, positive. Give each other constructive criticism. Instead of being mad at your teammate, tell him what he could have done better or what you both could have done to win the game or win the fight. Going into the game with that mindset will be much better for you guys in the long run since you'll be improving together. Build trust. Rely on your teammate and respect them. It's okay to be frustrated, but keep your eyes on the goal. Go into scrim discords and practice playing duo scrims. These are so good for end games, and I will leave some links in the description. When fighting, never take a 1v2 if you don't have to. If both of you are alive, then push together from different sides to overwhelm the enemy. If both of you are on height, you need to be applying pressure and staying ahead of zone. Don't stop spamming unless you're low on ammo, and always make sure your builds aren't going to be easily shot out. That concludes this video. I hope it helped, and I wish you the best of luck on your duo games. Join my Discord, link below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all next time.